Go. Hello. Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren in the Books. And today, following on from my Edinburgh vlog that I put out earlier this week, I am going to be going over the 11 books that I bought whilst I was book shopping in Edinburgh. So I bought 11 books here from 4 different shops. And had a wonderful time, and let's just get going. So the first bookshop we went into was Golden Hair Books, which is a bookshop that had... What's that on the window over there?
Purple.
Lovely! Which has only beautiful books in it. So, I say only beautiful books, like beautiful front covers. It's laid out beautifully. You will see from my vlog, it's the first place we went to. Absolutely beautiful. And in there I bought this graphic novel, which is really weird. It's called The Hot Dog Taste Test by Lisa Hannawalt, and there were so many books in there. I wanted to buy something in each bookshop, but this one really caught my eye because it's just got some really beautiful things in here, but also some really weird. So like they've got this really beautiful. So Lisa Hannawalt's got some lovely way of doing some beautiful colours and things like this, but like really strange stuff. And then at the same time, so like for instance, here we are. Here's 2 birds lazing around. One's got his little dinkle out, the other one's got his bot out while he's doing some washing up. And it's just really strange, but and then like quite different styles throughout. So I will be reading this. I actually had a little flick through it on the way back from on the way back. I'll stay on the way back from the airport. I was just going to start reading that then. So that's very exciting. The next shop we went to was Blackwell's in Edinburgh. They're all in Edinburgh. I didn't go anywhere else. I was just in Edinburgh. They have an amazing like 3 for 2 range going on in there. So I bought 3 books for 2 in there. But also I bought in there, David and I bought a little board game called Pizza Party. So it's just a card game. You pick up these, you get 5 cards. You have to weigh your card and then match your pizza dice to the pizza party. We had a lovely time with that, didn't we, at the airport on the way home? We've played that since as well home. I like a little game. But the 3 books I bought as part of the 3 for 2 deal. The first one is Barbara the Slut and Other People by Lauren Holmes. I saw this on Eleanor from Eleanor Reads Books channel, and I can't actually remember what she thought of it, but I remember seeing her saying that she was going to read it as a buddy read. I can't remember even who the buddy read person was. Maybe it was Joss. If it was Joss, hi. And I really like the look of this book. It's really nice. It's a little paperback. It's not as big as normal paperbacks. And it's got French flaps and it's nice. It just says here, when Slut got spray painted in pink letters down the front of my locker at the end of junior year, I had to go to the school therapist to talk about my feelings. I kind of like the colour and I would have been more upset if it was been black or something, but those weren't the feelings that the therapist wanted to talk about. I just think this is going to be really good. I feel very excited about this. I think it might be short stories maybe. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it then, regardless of what it's about. The other 2 books I bought were The Gap of Time by Jeanette Winterson. I have not read any Jeanette Winterson, and she is like booktube favourite, booktube bestest, Jeanette Winterson. I have not read anything, so I'm very excited to get with this. And as I was with Jean and Brittany, they were able to tell me that this was a very good one. So I've decided to go with this for my first Jeanette Winterson. I feel very excited about this actually. I'm excited about all of this. I don't even know where to start with it. And the last one is Love Nina by Nina Stibb. I'm not sure how you say that surname. Maybe Stibb. I hate like TV adaptation or film front covers, but this I didn't realise it was adapted from a book. So my boyfriend's sister has recently said to me that she's been watching this thing on BBC called Love Nina, and how fun it is. And I saw this and I was like, this must be what she's talking about. And if there's ever an occasion where I can read the book before I watch the TV or the film, then I will always do that. So I bought this, yeah, just as it was part of the 3 for 2. I hate the front cover, but very much looking forward to it. It's about it's set in the 80s, which I love stuff that's set in the 80s, and a young girl moves to London to work as a nanny. So I feel very excited about this as well. It looks like it's told through maybe letters or a lot. Yeah, it is told through letters. Something else. That's what I bought in Blackwell's. The next shop we went for lunch in a place called Mum's, which was really good. It had like loads of pies and things. What did you have, David?
Burger.
Always burger. I had a squash and sage pie, and it was bloody lovely, and chipotle mashed potato. Oh, gorgeous, absolutely lovely. And then opposite there was a charity shop, and we just popped in there, and there just happened to be 2 books in there, and we'd been talking about this book, The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey, which I haven't read yet. The girls were saying that they'd read it and really enjoyed it. I think maybe one of them, I can't remember who, had listened to it on audiobook, but yeah, and it was just odd that we'd been talking about it and then it was there, and I wanted to get it, so I got that, and that was a mere £2 in the charity shop, still in pretty good condition, so excited about that. And then I've never read this, but again, this is spoken about a lot on BookTube, and people have read it and said how wonderful it is. I didn't realise quite how bloody massive it is. The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I don't actually know what it's about. This will be a waste of time for me to read this out for people who know what it's about, but if you don't know what it's about, here we go. Hidden in the heart of the old city of Barcelona is the Cemetery of Forgotten Books, a labyrinthine library of obscure and forgotten titles. To this library, a man brings his 10-year-old son, Daniel, one cold morning in 1945. Daniel is allowed to choose one book, and from the dusty shelves pulls The Shadow of the Wind by Jean and Brittany. But as Daniel grows up, several people seem inordinately interested in his find. What begins as a case of literary curiosity turns into a race to find out the truth between the life and death of Julian Carax and to save those he left behind. Wow, I had no idea it was going to be about that. Exciting. Looking forward to reading that. And then the next and final place that we went book shopping was Armchair Books. I have a oh, I've got loads of bloody totes. They're all falling all over the place. I've got a tote here from That's Very Close. Look at this. Here it is. Armchair Books in Edinburgh with a little dragon. Just what is it? A dragon? I'd say it's a dragon.
It is a dragon.
It is a dragon. Confirmed. I also got one of those in Blackwell's, which I didn't mention earlier. This is the Blackwell's one I got. Another tote bag. They're very nice little souvenirs actually, and they're normally quite cheap. Armchair Books is the place where I got the most books. I actually got 5. It is a second-hand bookshop, which is amazing, and just had like really good condition books. Some of the things that I've been wanting to read for a long, long time. I was really, really excited when I was in there. Brittany had loads. So if she films a book haul, you're in for an absolute treat. Like, she had loads from there. I got 5 books for like £30, which is amazing. 3 of these are hardcovers and one's a Persephone book, so I was really happy. The first one I got was Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's The Thing Around Your Neck. I adore Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I've read Americana and Half Yellow Sun, and I am yet to... Oh, and We Should All Be Feminists. I'm yet to read Purple Hibiscus, and I haven't read this either. So this is 12 short stories, I believe based around slavery. I'm not sure if they're all about slavery, but I absolutely cannot wait to read this. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god! I was so excited. Also, it's a really nice colour underneath. And look at that lovely font on the side there. I adore Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I cannot wait to read that. The next book I bought is one that I've read recently, but I got from the library. And that's The Vegetarian by Han Kang. So this is like the best book I've probably read of the year. And so far, but I got my copy out from the library. So this was brand new, even got the Blackwell's label on the back. Totally not damaged at all for £3.50. I almost bought this in Blackwell's. It part of the 3 for 2 deal, and I was like, no, I've read it, I don't need it. There's other books I can buy that I haven't read. So ended up not buying it, and then saw it for £3.50. It was meant to be in Armchair Books, so that's very exciting. I got aboard the Agatha Christie train. Jean was looking at the Agatha Christie novels, and they have lots and lots of these beautiful hardback. This is in perfect condition as well. Jean bought a Poirot one, and I bought, oh, there's something exciting. Oh, it's a little card from Armchair Books, how sweet. And I bought this. This was £4.50. It's immaculate. And this is And Then They Were None, which was dramatised, serialised over Christmas, which I never got round to watching, but I must do. And I've heard it's a really, really good story, so I'm looking forward to reading that as well. I just love that. All the front covers are so cool and so like retro. The next book, as I mentioned earlier, is a Persephone book. I love Persephone books, and they're so beautifully published. I've actually got 2. This is another one that I've got. It's called Still Missing by Beth Gutchian. So they have beautiful end papers. This is like a knitted one. Normally when you buy them new, you get a bookmark that has got the end papers pattern on, but obviously that is not happening when I'm buying it from a second-hand shop. But it still was reasonable. So it's £6.50. And this, I will read this to you. It was the afternoon Alex disappeared, and the phone was ringing. If she answered it, her life would wind backwards, like a movie run backwards, to a moment before she knew. It would start forwards again, but sane this time, the world a sunlit, idle place. On the phone would be the school nurse, or Jocelyn. Hello, Mrs. Selkie. Yes, I knew you'd be worried, but Alex was feeling sick at his tummy, so we thought he should lie down in the office until you come in for him. Oh, yes, he's fine. Would you like to speak to him? Etc, etc. So this sounds really good. Very, very excited to read that. I love her Persephone books. And then finally is the last book that I bought, which I probably feel most excited. I mean, I'm excited about all of these, and I can't wait to get to all of them. And I actually want to tell myself to read these before I read anything else, but I've got quite a lot out of the library as well. When will I ever get a chance to read all these books? Who knows? But anyway, that is Perfect Days by Rafael Montes. So I saw Joss from Scribbles Read discuss this, and also Brittany, who I was with. And there was 2 copies in the bookshop. So I bought one and Jean bought one, and we're actually beginning a buddy read. Jean has started today. I've not started today, but I will start tomorrow. Jean and I are going to be buddy reading this, and this is about a chap who is a medical student. He kidnaps the girl of his dreams and embarks upon a dark and delirious road trip across Brazil. So this is the English language debut of Brazil's most celebrated young writer. So I feel very, very excited to read this. It's also a really nicely published book. It feels really nice. It's like buttery. I think I've heard Eleanor describe it as buttery, but it feels very, very nice. And yeah, it's just lovely. And like underneath, it's just beautiful. I've loved this book. And it's not even that long either. It's just like, it's not even 300 pages. I can't wait to read that. Also, David bought me a Gryffindor bookmark because he's the bestest boyfriend ever. He bought me that in Blackwell's as a surprise. He said, I bought you a surprise, it's in this bag, and he showed me, and it was very poshly boxed, wasn't it? It was in a cabinet. They had to go and unlock the cabinet. So he bought me a Gryffindor thing. So those are the books that I bought in Edinburgh when I was shopping. I had an absolutely wonderful day. I keep going on about it. It was bloody wonderful. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know if you where you like shopping in Edinburgh, when you've been shopping in Edinburgh. And I will see you all again soon for another booktube video.